Hello, everybody. If I wasn't already nervous enough, the 9th grade speeches definitely made me feel even worse. I don't know how to follow that. But good morning, students, faculty, friends, and family. On behalf of me and my classmates, I would like to thank you all for joining us this morning on this momentous day. It has been an unconstitutional year because as a grade, we're always doing something different, but also obviously considering the circumstances that we've been in this past year. I am so honored to be speaking today as the Salutatorian for the class of 2021. Before I get into all the sappy stories about my time at Alsion, I would like to give us all a round of applause for surviving either 3 full years in the middle school or for finally finishing high school successfully. It really is a huge accomplishment, so congrats everybody. Okay, now for the sentimental stuff, please bear with me because I'm usually one of the last people to that you would catch saying something emotional. But my past 6 years at Alsion have been nothing short of fun, chaotic memories with people that I can confidently call my best friends. The friendships I have developed through the Montessori program are with people I would never trade for the world. To the people sitting beside me, and those sitting in the audience, I would like to thank you all for being there for me every step of the way. Without you guys, I would definitely not have had as much fun as I did throughout my childhood and adolescence years. From the numerous playdates in elementary school and sitting on calls until 3 a.m. trying to finish all the homework we procrastinated that day, I am so grateful that I had you all there by my side. I know I can be a challenging person to be friends with at times, but with our different personalities, sometimes we made it work these past 13 years. It is very normal to talk about our school trips among my friend group, but for those who don't know yet, the trips that we've been on throughout elementary school, middle school, and high school are some of the most fun yet confusing times of my life. Looking back now, we focused way too much on the drama rather than appreciating the amazing places we traveled, but I did want to just mention a few of my favorite moments. While Costa Rica probably was one of the most drama-filled trips we've been on, it was one of the highlights of my childhood. Getting to spend a week in the middle of the rainforest, taking late-night walks to find snakes, frogs, and ocelot prints, and then getting back to our rooms at the end of the day just so Kylie and I would have to crawl under all the beds to kill all the cockroaches with our flip-flops are all memories that you would never get to experience as a 10-year-old at any other school. Traveling to Washington, D.C. to visit our country's capital only to have to hobble the rest of the week because of a bike accident, then have complete freedom to go to any museum we wanted, and then making memes out of the photos Ron was taking of us to cope with how exhausted we were are all things I will never forget. And yes, we did have our fights, but we have learned over the years that Alsion is way too small to not get along with people, so we always find a way to figure it out. I have so many conflicting emotions about this upcoming fall because I'm so excited that we are all going off to amazing colleges, some further away than others, but this will also be the first time we are more than 10 miles apart from each other for a prolonged time. However, what I do know is that the bond we have developed over these years are unbreakable. I would also like to thank all the teachers that have helped me become the person that I am today. Without the amazing opportunities that the middle school organized, such as Model UN and Model Congress, I would have never gotten an in-depth and personal understanding of how our government is run. With that being said, while Mr. Carter is not here today, I did want to mention him for helping me discover my fascination for political science and government. Miss Michelle, Miss Jennifer, Miss Asha, Mr. Brad, Miss Fabiana, and Mr. John, thank you to each one of you from the bottom of my heart for not only giving me the education, but also helping me become a person who enjoys learning, being aware of what is happening around me and around the world, and being conscientious of the environment and my carbon footprint. I would also like to give a special thank you to Professor Lemon, who is sadly not here today, but was going to be the commencement speaker. I just wanted to thank her for helping me remember why I enjoyed learning a foreign language and for providing me the amazing opportunity of being an embedded tutor for her Spanish courses at Alsion. Lastly, I would like to thank my family. To my parents for being my biggest fans in every part of my life, for my education, to encouraging me to travel to gain life experiences and pushing me out of my comfort zone and somehow helping me discover my love for ballet. Thank you for sitting through all of those performances because I know half of them were just me twirling around stage not knowing what I was doing. Thank you for being there for me, especially this past year. I don't think I could have done as well as I did without both of you. To my brother, who is also one of my biggest fans, but definitely carries the title of biggest hater. You have learned over the years how to be a good yet challenging younger brother and know exactly how to humble me the second I gain any confidence in myself. You are one of my best friends, and it will be so weird next year living in a room, not sharing a wall with you. I honestly will miss all of those late nights hearing you yell and slam your desk from frustration because of some video game you were playing. Now that all the sentimental messages are over, I don't want to waste any more of your time. So to wrap up, my story at Alsion, and probably everyone can agree with this, was definitely not a normal middle school and high school experience, yet I would not change it for the world. I'm so beyond excited for what lies before us. Good luck to the 9th graders. High school is rough, but if I can make it, all of you for sure can as well. While it may not seem like it, all this stress is worth it and it pays off. And lastly, congratulations to my fellow classmates. We made it, and that is something we have to celebrate. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day.